Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. I rule well. Peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of this earth, pushing the sword in truth and in sincerity. I am Monat okay with, just a short video, really short. And I mean, hopefully through the spirit of power, Yahweh Hashem Shai 35. So let me get into it.
Again, hospitalizations also have increased. Is this a new outbreak? And should you be worried? The United States is reporting the biggest COVID-19 spike since December 2022. Hospitalizations have gone up by over 10% between the 9th of July and the 15th. COVID-19 test sales have jumped by more than a third. Also on the rise is the number of people testing positive for the Wuhan virus after a visit to the emergency room. And the US is not a one-off case, by the way. Some other countries as well are seeing an uptick in the Wuhan virus numbers.
Yeah, so what I want to say is, where the other news, where the other articles talking about this, why is this not on mainstream, why is this not being fed into the mainstream to let people know what's going on, Instead, they have a study in Trump and the indictment. He's a billionaire, we are a time that he's part of the system. He's just a part of the system, a part of the distraction. What is saying as well? Record cases since when? Since the end of last year? We're in the middle of 2023 and, nobody been talking about this all year. The talk about this has died down. People going back to the normal, thinking, yeah, we took the source. We good. Even when they was distributing it in mass to the masses, they was rolling it out heavy. What is it? They say, even if you take it, you're still susceptible to get it. Which is redundant, which is retarded, which is stupid. Like, people, I'm gonna go to my first precept. Like I said, just a short video. This, saw this. My brother sent this to me, like, I think 2 days ago. When the video came out 2 days ago, the brother sent it to me, man. I know get around to doing a video on this right now, So, when I watch, I haven't watched the whole thing. I just watched that say exact little piece, and 2 precepts pop into my head one time. Yeah, Isaiah 30 and 1. It say, woe to the rebellious children, said the Most High, that take counsel, but not of me, that cover with, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. They cover with a covering, but not of the Most High Spirit, because why? They don't trust in the Most High. They don't confide in him. They don't look at him as a strong, so what the scripture say, well, the Most High is a strong, so I'm not defender, They don't look at him like that. They you know what I mean? They rather trust in a man. They rather trust in something that is no good for them. Verse 2, it say, that walk to go down into Egypt, into Babylon, into bondage, into, into the system, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh. You understand? And to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So you have to trust in this system and its leaders, in the governments. Thinking, yeah, the government are the best interest of that. Why would the government wouldn't? How they could do that? We put them there. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Yeah, you understand? It will be a shame. You'll be like, wait, I can't believe them do that. So what you think one up anytime I Jacob trouble, and I'll do that next video. I think I'll do that video tomorrow. See, I brought a posting stuff about climate, some climate emergency, and going into blackout, so on and so forth. But I will get to that video tomorrow. Abarataza, by the will of the Father, because here it says all these things happening, and people just living the life day to day, going about their life like, ain't no thing. Nah, the government are going to do with that, man. The government going to make a way for we. The government and the government, they don't give a rat's ass about the public, though. They don't give a rat's ass about the people. They pass the legislature, you understand? Not whether righteous, it is unrighteous. You understand? It's the scripture say, well, woe to the kingdom that, it's like, just roughly paraphrasing, talk about the decreeing, I think that is in Isaiah 10, talk about them decreeing unrighteous decrees, you know? The grievousness they have prescribed. You understand? So they fill you up with that sauce and send you out into the world and talk about your herd immunity, so on and so forth. So why the hell we getting record numbers? Why it have a spike now? Huh? Why it have a spike now when people outside for the summer, you know? Why? People party in spring, no spring break. Go on. Well, we have spring break in Trinidad and Tobago. We just have summer, but anyhow. You know what I mean? All these summer fest and summer this and so on and so forth and parties and pool this and yeah. What y'all thought was going to happen? Why you think they call it the new norm when they made the mandates? The new norm. Boy, you thought you was going back to normal? No, ain't no going back to normal, yo. Ain't no going back to normal. These things are part of our everyday life now. But y'all seem to forget that as y'all get a little leisure, a little leeway, y'all just run to do iniquity, run back according to a friend of mine, run back into that brick, you know, run back into the same stupid docile mindset, you know. You all deserve it. I can't say nothing better than what you all deserve it. I'm going to go to my second and final piece of these thumbs up here. 2 Timothy 4, start from 3. Yeah, which will say, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. You understand? Because what? They have itching ears, so they keep to themselves teachers who would scratch it for them. Now teacher will tell them the truth and lead them there to, you know what I mean? To say, wait, that is it? That is all? So we had to go through all this and then and them know what there was somebody, you don't have to do that. Yeah, take this sauce now, man, don't worry. Because I remember it had religious leaders, even in this country, telling the congregation, yes, I'm here to take it. You understand? Verse 4, it says, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fear. Y'all dog. Whew. And they shall turn away their ears from hearing the truth, so like you're from the truth, and shall be turned unto fables. Just like the doctrines they believe in, just like the madnesses they preach and they prescribe to. Scissor Boja this, Scissor Boja that. My white Jesus this, my white Jesus that. Christian this, Muslim that. Presbyterian this, Catholic that. Fables. Just fables. They don't want to hear the truth because why? They're not built for it. Verse 5 it says, but watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. Scripture say, well, watch thou in all things, because we are to watch in all things. You understand? That is why we could see this way. You understand? They lock we down for 2 years. You understand? All of a sudden they open the floodgates now and nobody saying anything about this thing. Nobody said this was over. Who said this was over? But you all don't think like that. So now what? They have a major spike. Major spike. And guess what? It's only going to get worse. And you all deserve that. You all deserve that shit. You all deserve that shit for your laid backness. You all deserve that for all the iniquity. You all deserve it. You all deserve it. No, that was Sikalal Wahawadla Yahweh Basham Yoshai Basham Kokodash. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders at GMS.S.O.T.E. Well, peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of this pushing this word and truth, also in sincerity. Hope this video was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Basham Yoshai. Until the next time, Shalom.